Welcome, everybody, to the latest edition of the NFL Draft Geek Film Room. I'm Brian Johannes, and today I'm going to take a look at Virginia quarterback Kurt Benkert. Here's a guy that I don't think hardly anyone knew about. And then he goes out and he plays against Miami, and for about 3 quarters, it looked like Virginia was going to knock off the number 3 ranked 9-0 Miami Hurricanes, and it really allowed Benkert a chance to really establish himself, and it forced people like myself to go out and watch this tape on this guy and see what he is. And so I'm going to take you through that Miami game and look at this quarterback, what he does well, a few areas of concern, and then kind of give you my overall thoughts on him. All right, so the first thing that we're going to look at is his arm strength. And so on this throw, he's going to be throwing like a post, an in-breaking type route, and he's able to just sit back, and as we watch, just thread the needle. He's going to throw the ball up top here. As you see, he's taking his drop back, and he's able to just unload the ball, put it into a soft area. The cornerback's over the top. We got a linebacker here. He's able to thread that ball in there, hit his receiver on the run, and make that throw. Let me kind of show you that one more time. Maybe I'm going to slow it down just a tidge. As we see, he's dropping back. Oh, this is the play before. Okay, so here we go. He drops back, and he's able to unload that ball, hit his receiver, drive the ball to him, allow him to catch the ball and run. He's got this open space that we're seeing down here, and he's able to extend out and get a few more yards after the play. And that's one thing that I saw of Benkert throughout the game. On those short to intermediate throws, he has the ability to throw accurately, throw with velocity, and get the ball to his receivers to make plays. Now, Virginia threw the ball short a lot in this game, but when he had the opportunity, Benkert threw a nice deep ball, and here's one example of that. It's going to be on this very next play. I'm going to speed it up back to normal speed. And as we see here, it's going to be he's going to roll out to his right. And what I like is he's rolling out, and he's instead of just throwing, you see a lot of quarterbacks, whether it's good or bad. I mean, we saw Patrick Mahomes, we've seen Baker Mayfield. These guys can throw off balance, not with their, in the right mechanics. Benkert rolls to his left across his body, and then he's able to get set. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not like he got in his perfect stance, but he got those hips around just enough. He unloads the ball, and watch him just drop it in. He drops it in. That receiver never had to break stride right into the end zone. Now the receiver ends up not maintaining the catch, so it ends up not being a touchdown. But he's able to, and I want to do it in slow motion once again. He's able to roll to his right. He flips his hips just enough. You see right there, he flips them just enough to get a better mechanic throw. It's not perfect. It's not ideal, but it's still pretty good. And then just watch that ball. I mean, this receiver, this should have been an easy touchdown. That's on that receiver for dropping that ball, but he placed that perfectly for them. One more good aspect of this, and there's a lot of good to see here, is his ability to read the defense. So as we see here, he's rolling to his right, and as he's going to go and he's going to roll, and he's got this receiver is going to break an out and then up type route. So he's reading this safety. And as he's going, he sees the safety sit down and start to come up because he's reading these guys going on outbreaking routes. And he reads that and chucks it deep. The receiver came open, but a big part of that is he was making that throw. The ball's out right here. He's seeing this guy break up. So he's throwing that ball, reading that defensive back. Now, there is some concerns. Earlier in the game, he ended up throwing a pick six. He's going to look to his right. He's looking at this kind of a hook / comeback route, and he's watching him, and he just stares him down the entire entire play. He didn't take his eyes off this guy one bit. Jaquan Johnson, Miami star safety, reads this, jumps the route, comes in front, gets a pick six, gets the turnover chain, and so that's one thing. And I've noticed it a couple times throughout this game. He doesn't look off receivers, doesn't look off the safety. He just stares the guy down. One last clip I want to show you is I mentioned earlier that he can throw with good accuracy in that short to intermediate throws. There were a few times he was a little bit inconsistent. So he's going to throw a route to his left here. And it's going to be this an outbreaking route. And as you see, the ball is going to be placed in the inside. That receiver had to, and let me kind of slow it down to make it even easier to see. He puts this ball, and a part of it's because he's rolling to his left, and that's always hard to throw across your body. He's looking downfield, no one's open, he scrambles out. He makes this throw, and the ball is just inside. That receiver, if this defender was closer, just could have lit him up. And you never want to do that as a quarterback. Get your guys hit hard, get them hurt. You want that on the outside so he can catch that and get upfield. He made that catch and then ended up getting tackled right away. And that's just a little bit of inconsistencies, a little bit of mechanics. I know he's thrown across his body, and I may be nitpicking just a little bit. But you saw little throws here and there. The ball wasn't placed specifically where you want to be. That being said, my overall thoughts on Benkert is he's got a lot of tools. He's 6'4", 215 pounds. He's got good size. He's got, I wouldn't say he's got an elite arm, but he's got a strong enough arm to make a lot of throws. You saw in those deep throws, he can show touch down the field. He can throw accurately. He can drive the ball. But I watch him, and this might have been his best game, and I do need to watch more of his games. But right now, he's my 6th rated quarterback in this class. He's behind the Josh Rosens, the Sam Darnolds, the Baker Mayfields, the Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen's. He's firmly in that 6th spot. I see him as a guy that can be a starter in this league, but I think he can probably be a high-end backup. So, who you want to say in that role? I mean, he's is he better than a Brian Hoyer? Is he better than, certain guys like that? Maybe this is this year's Kirk Cousins. Maybe this is the guy that, they take in the third, fourth, fifth round, the middle of the draft, and say, hey, here's a guy that we think could be a high-level backup. Maybe we've got an established star, and this is a guy that we want to develop. Maybe, you see a team that drafts him in the middle rounds, and he ends up becoming their starter and a quality starter. But that's what I see in Benkert. I think he's got potential. He's got to work on a few things. I also think maybe his ceiling's a little bit limited. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think, whether it's on whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on NFL Draft Geek, whether it's on Twitter. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube. Go to NFLDraftGeek.com to get these. I tweet them out at draft_Brian is my Facebook, at draft_Brian on Instagram. Let's get me some Instagram followers. And those are the best ways to get it. Make sure you're also following at NFL Draft Geek on Twitter too. And that's where we send out all our different stories. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys like it. Until next time.